The content on this channel has been created for adults. If you're not at least 13 years of age or older, then please do not watch this content. Sorry, dude. Come back when you're 13.
Yeah, baby girl. You know what I wanna do. Come on. Yeah, baby girl.
Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Because this is Shooting the Breeze, and this is my homie Kyrie. You're gonna get to know him very well very soon because he's gonna be dropping some stuff. We're working on some music together. It's going to be fire. In case you don't know who I am, I'm your homie, Chosen Effect, aka Faith Chase, aka the freaking greatest entertainer of all time. Okay, maybe that's a little bit just exaggerated. I'm sorry, it's just for a little bit of entertainment value. But anyways, we're just here kicking it down, having a good time, guys. This show right here, this is episode number 1. This is so random. It's just like we kind of thought of it right now. But yeah, like it's just basically, we're just gonna be like just talking basically about whatever's, you know, pop culture, freaking what's happening, what's hot, what's not, freaking what's dope, what's nope, you know, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, tell me a little bit about you so the audience knows about you, about what you do, and then you know I might say something.
Yeah, so I'm called Kyrie on my shit, but I do a bit of work with a band called No Idea. That's one word.
I had no idea that you did that.
That's a band, did you know?
You didn't get it. Sorry, man. Go ahead, continue. My bad humor. Continue.
I just lost my thought. I don't know. And yeah, my actual name is Raid, and I'm here to make music. That's my thing.
That's his thing. Making
kinda
some
like
music.
Yeah.
Freaking dropping some lyrics. Homeboy can freaking. He's a lyrical genius. Just letting you know. Just look out for him, man. And he's got a unique look. Look at him, man. He's like unique. Kyrie. That's who he is. But look, man, look. Okay, so episode 1, we're gonna keep it kind of light for you guys today because you know this is just like a little introduction. If you don't know who I am, and you're on my channel, that's awkward. But maybe you're new and you just happen to come across us in the search engines. And so basically, you know, I'm Chosen Effect, aka Faith Chase, aka Chosen Effect, depending who you talk to, aka T Effect from back in the day, aka Terry T from back in the day, aka which way you want to go. Listen what I gotta say. I'm here to stay, but that's all I gotta say anyways. But yeah, I'm just here, and I've been in the music game for a long time. I was signed to Sony. I performed with some dope acts. You know, I've done a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I sing, I rap, I produce, I freaking do like so many different things that if I started naming them off right now, you guys would think that I was like, oh, look at you, you got big head, look at all that. Like, I ain't even trying to be all that. I'm just telling you what I do. Calm down. Why y'all hating already? Anyways, guys, I'm just messing, have a good time. If you guys now, in the comments below, make sure you let us know if there's any topics, any things that you would like to see on this show. Like I said, there's nothing off limits. We can do and say whatever we want to say.
Anything.
Anything.
I got too many opinions, man. I need to get them out there.
You just get them out there. Let them live.
But you guys have opinions on my opinions, so then I can have opinions on the opinions that you have on my opinions.
Oh no, you didn't. You just wait till he gets into his lyrical prowess. It's gonna be dope. Okay, so now the other thing, guys, is that this is not only going to be viewable on YouTube, but you're going to also be able to catch the podcast as well. So we will be putting links in the description. That should be dropping within the next couple days or so. I should have that all ready to go on the podcast side as well. And guys, just be on the lookout for this because it's going to be a lot of fun. Today though, quickly, because we're going to keep this one short, let's try to keep this within 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes because this is the introduction. We don't want to go crazy. We want to give you a little taste. You know, we ain't giving you a full course right now.
You're wait.
Just a little taste. Just a little taste. You know, it's like the Happy Meal, just so you get a little bit happy. But don't ask me to supersize that just yet. Just take it nice and slow. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about a little bit of the rap game right now. Okay, so yo, check it out. There's a lot been going in the rap world. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Nick Cannon freaking dropped that whack freaking diss track.
I've just seen a bit of the buzz.
Okay,
what's going on.
He dropped two, not one whack track. He dropped two whack tracks. Two.
He doubled up.
Doubled up on M. Now, you gotta not be in your right mind and want to freaking drop a track on
maybe
Eminem.
Thought somebody forgot about you.
Right? Like you've been freaking sleeping on the subway, and you just like something's wrong with your internals. They're not operating at full capacity when you decide that you're gonna freaking go up against Eminem.
But are we talking about him right now?
Hi.
Are we talking about him right now though?
About Eminem or who?
About Nick.
Well, we're talking about him only because
he's got to be the dumbest, smartest motherfucker.
I guess he is. Or he is clever because he does have everyone talking about him. That is a good point.
But like, I know everyone's gonna say like, you know, all publicity is good publicity sometimes.
That's true.
But like, if that's like what you're being known for though, like if you're either getting hate for doing something stupid, or someone's like, you're a smart idiot. Okay, good on you. You fooled me, dude.
Yeah.
I know that you're someone who exists because you wanted me to.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know, like, the thing is though, is like, to be fair, it wasn't like he just woke up. Eminem did kind of drop that track with Fat Joe lately.
True.
And he did kind of reopen old wounds from a decade ago. You know, it's kind of funny that it's happened. But the thing is, so that the thing that annoys me though is that Nick didn't just come by himself to fight the battle. He brought a bunch of his boys with him. You know, some of them are battle rappers. Some of them are actually really dope.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that being said, is that if one of my homies, even if you, because you're now part of the familia, if they freaking came after my boy Dan Marsky, for example, or you or whoever, I would freaking come after him too. So I think you got your boys back always. I think that's just the way it is. So I respect those guys for wanting to jump on the track. But they honestly, in that situation, jumped on the track because they knew that Nick was whack. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. There's like, Nick, you can't do this. We're gonna have to help you on this one because you're biting off more than you can chew. But yeah, man. I mean, look, that's crazy stuff. Do you think Eminem will actually reply back? Do you think he'll drop a diss track back?
Good question. I can imagine, like, because he's got so much to work with in the sense that he could just have fun with the diss track, or he could just have fun with being like, you don't deserve one. Like he's literally, it doesn't matter what he does.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I reckon Eminem's got to be bored enough to have a bit of fun with him, like, you know.
That's it.
Eminem would have been waiting for something to come on, you know, like.
I think if M does freaking reply back like in diss track form, I think that he will freaking, you know, I think he will. The only way that he'll do it, and because Nick's ulterior motive is to get Eminem on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
So I don't think that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't really think that, you know, he will go on, you know, on the show to do that. I think he will drop maybe a few bars on some random track, you know, just addressing it. But I don't think he's going to go all freaking MGK on it. Because even MGK, you know, M was really felt the whole time that MGK was like beneath him, you know, like why should I even bother, you know? And depending who you talk to, you know, this is one of those situations where I guess Eminem probably won't waste his time. I mean, there's some people who think that M will, but I think M's got better things to do, man. You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it makes sense. I'm on his mic because he's bored. You're on his mic because he's got better things to do. So yeah,
that's it.
Fair point. No,
but
go either way.
But yeah, look, that's a big thing that's going on right now in pop culture. That's probably one of the biggest things that's happened lately. Another question. So what do you think about my president, freaking Donald Trump? What would be your view of my president? Because have you been following the impeachment and all that stuff?
I'm making a real good effort not to.
Yeah, right? But I'm not really into politics that much either. But I do think that this week's going to be interesting because, we'll know whether or not, we should know by Wednesday-ish whether or not this impeachment thing.
What has he done?
Well, it's already gone through the House. So like the impeachment, they've approved the impeachment papers to be, to go through, to be filed or whatever, however they say it. But the thing is, it is a weak, to me personally, I think it's like a weak kind of argument. Like of all the things you can impeach someone for, it feels a little bit weak. It feels a little bit desperate to me. That's just my opinion. Like I think they could have found something better of all the crazy things that Trump has probably allegedly done. This seems like a really weak freaking effort to try to come at him.
Yeah.
It's something basically, the story, if no one knows, but it's basically about the Ukraine. Apparently he made a phone call to the Ukraine president to see if he would do some research to find out on Joe Biden, to see if like Joe Biden is up to no good. So the problem is that because he's a president of our country, that he's got a foreign power to investigate on another American citizen. So I guess it's not necessarily the best thing to do, but according to Trump though, he says it was just a normal kind of good conversation. It wasn't really everything that everyone's making out to be. It's hard to know what's real and what's not real, but at the end of the day, I do think it is kind of weak. I think it's kind of weak, but it'll be interesting what happens this week. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think that Trump will be impeached? Do you think that he will not be impeached? Do you think they've got a good argument? Or do you think this is the Democrats just kind of just hoping on a prayer, wishing that some way, somehow, that they could throw a monkey wrench into the system so that Trump doesn't get reelected again? Because I personally think if this impeachment thing doesn't happen, I think Trump's going to win in 2021. I think he's going to come, 2020, this year. Yeah, I think the election's this year, next year, 2020. I thought it was
December. It's a confusing time.
Yeah, but anyways, enough of the politics and all that. We just want to give a little show. There's a couple little big things that's going on right now in the world today. And guys, like I said, let us know in the comments, what do you want to talk about? We can talk about anything. Nothing's off limits. If we want to talk about freaking music, food, movies, I'm actually excited because we are getting close to a very dope movie coming very soon. I can't wait personally for this movie to drop. And you guys who know me know already that I'm a big fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. And it's getting close. I think next year, I think that's when it's dropping. So I'm hoping it's next year. I think it's 2020. So we're almost, guys, it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
This is 2019 done and dusted, man. So 2020, guys, is right around the corner. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that?
I think some good looking numbers, man.
2020 is the year, huh?
2020. Every kid who was born in the year 2000 is turning 20 in 2020.
Wow, that's a good point.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But if you like numbers and shit, 2 is a pretty nice number. So let's hope we have a good year with that many 20-year-olds from the 2000s and 2020.
There you go.
In case you're wondering about the count 2.
He busted out on the mathematics on you guys. So 2020, if you were born in 2000, you're going to be 20. Facts. Anyways, guys, we're going to be attempt to be funny sometimes as well. Forgive our comedic efforts if they're not as funny as they could be or should be. And he's on the spot right now, man. Like, this is all freestyle. We didn't even plan what we were going to talk about right now. This is just kind of like improv to the max. Just random. But that's how we like it. We're going to keep it real. Like, what's the events going on in a day? What's happening in the world pop culture? What's happening in the world? And the big thing that's happened this past week is Juice WRLD, man.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD dying. The new evidence has said that Juice WRLD, so it was that Percocets, you know, that Molly Percocet stuff. I don't know anything about it. I don't do drugs, so. But anyways, apparently the FBI had been chasing him for months, and so on this plane when the FBI came there was not only the Percocets. I don't even know if I'm saying it right now. Percocets, that's what it is. It wasn't even only that. It was also freaking like guns and armor-piercing bullets and stuff like that. Like, where on the planet right now do you need to have armor-piercing bullets unless you're in a freaking war zone? Like, seriously, you know. So that's some of the stuff that they found on his plane. Odd. And so in order to escape, because he didn't want them to find the drugs, allegedly this is what happened, is he swallowed them all those Percocets, probably, if I'm saying it right. But he swallowed them all, and that's what caused him to die, was that mixed with, I think the FBI then tried to give him something that, because they thought he overdosed, and they gave him something to counter that. And I'm not sure if it's the combination of that or if it was just those drugs that he took or whatever, but apparently he had a seizure and then he died. So, I mean, it's really sad in terms of, you know, losing any life, you know, not just because he was an artist or something, you know, but anyone, especially at a young age, is really sad. But, you know, and then on the same token, it's like, you know, it was kind of, it's senseless. It's something that shouldn't have happened, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know the reason why. You know, sometimes people take drugs and different things because of depression and because of loneliness and because they're trying to escape, and everyone has reasons why they do that kind of stuff. So from the drug point of view, you know, there's obviously maybe some type of reason why he's taking it. But as far as guns and armor-piercing bullets and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, to me, that's a whole different story. And it's kind of like, you know, why? You know, it's just senseless to have that stuff. If you have that kind of hardware, like armor-piercing bullets and guns and all that kind of stuff, obviously, either you're feeling like you really need a lot of protection for some reason, or you're involved in some stuff that you need to feel like you've got a lot of protection.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's really sad that in 2020 we've got a lot of people getting involved in things, you know, a lot of artists getting involved in stuff. Drugs are being so glorified, and guns and all this stuff, and it's sad, you know, that hip hop culture is caught up in that.
I do see like the one sort of positive I can pull out of the whole, I guess, the size of his death and what it's done and how many people are talking about, is it has shone a bit of light on the seriousness of what these drugs are doing to people.
Yeah.
Like it's all fun and games until you're so paranoid and you're doing all this crazy shit. I mean, who knows what all that was going on about, but like, if you're about to, you know, maybe go to jail or cop a fine and you're taking all these drugs to get away with it and you're dying because of it, like, if you're gonna have fun with drugs, you've got to be doing it at least smartly, or you need to not do it at all, in my opinion, because it's not a game. Like, it's not, you can't keep escaping shit all the time because it's going to catch up to you, and you're not going to like the way it catches up to you. Like, we need to be pushing that message. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm all about having a good time. Like, I like having a good time, but I'm not gonna, you know, like, you've got to think.
Yeah.
You got to set things up. You can't just mindlessly go run a fucking muck, because you're gonna die. And that's
it's really tragic. But the thing is, the problem is that it's not just only guns. You know, the problem is in our society that a lot of people die from alcohol every single day.
Yeah.
But yet it's allowed to still exist and, you know, be accessible, easily accessible by people.
Yeah.
And there's probably, realistically, I don't know the stats, this is just me just making an assumption here, but I would guess that probably more people have freaking car crashes and all kinds of things associated with alcohol abuse and alcohol, and like there's probably more things going on with that than drugs, I would guess. I don't know if that's fact or not, but it's just an assumption that I feel might be true. But I do know whether it's more or less isn't the point. The point is that there's people dying every day from all of these type of things, and it's sad. So at some stage, it's really starts at this stuff. The bottom line, it starts at the home. Okay, like parents need to freaking do a lot more to make sure that their kids understand right from wrong, and that these things are bad for them. And a lot of this is home training that kids aren't getting. They're just not getting it. They're not freaking learning this. Their parents, you know, there's a lot of parents that either A, they don't care, they're not into being the best parent they can be, or maybe themselves also don't have the knowledge and the information necessary to help educate their own kids, because they themselves also don't have that, and maybe they never got that, and maybe their parents never got that. You never know. So we as a society, as a culture, we all need to do better. Yeah. All of us.
We're gonna do it together.
We all need to do better. We all need to do better. So I want to say rest in peace to Juice WRLD. And you know, it's just sad. It's sad overall. But people are dying every day, and you know, there's people. But the thing is that, you know, the thing that's annoying is that in our world, there's people dying all the time. And from this stuff, from this craziness, you never hear about them. You never hear about the freaking 16-year-old kid in freaking, you know, North Dakota or whatever who's died, or all these different people. You only hear about the celebrities and things that it happens to, but you don't hear about all this other stuff. Like, this is a real deal. It's a real situation. It's a real problem. So all I can say is, man, it's like, hopefully we all take notice of this. Maybe by him being a celebrity, maybe we all will strike up conversation about it. Maybe we'll bring it into the light a bit more. And like you said, maybe something good will come from this. So fingers crossed. But look, as promised, we're going to keep this short, because now I think we've gone over the time that I said I was going to go. It's just happened like that, but that's what you want. I mean, if this was a regular podcast, we would want to be going for at least 30 to 45 minutes anyways, maybe even an hour. So, you know, stay freaking hooked to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll be able to watch this on the freaking YouTube channel regularly, and we're going to make a separate playlist for it, so you'll be able to find all the episodes lined up nice and neat, and we will have links to the podcast as soon as it's uploaded to the podcast.